Cheers, everybody. You ever wake up, stare at your mug, and think, man, this cup could really use a mood boost? Well, today's brew claims to do exactly that. And no, it does not come with a therapist. We're diving into Happy Coffee Medium Roast. But first, let's go make a cup of coffee. Love whiskey and coffee? Me too. I'm passionate about creating handcrafted content that celebrates both, from tastings and reviews to behind-the-scenes stories, brewing tips, and distillery adventures. Every video is poured straight from the heart to bring you authentic, meaningful moments. If you enjoy the content, consider joining my Buy Me a Coffee page. Your support helps cover gear, tastings, and trips to roasteries and distilleries, all the things that keep this community vibrant and growing. Members can get early access to new videos, behind-the-scenes content, monthly whiskey and coffee picks, shout-outs and exclusive posts, private messages, and more, and access to a private Discord server. Support on a monthly basis and help keep the content flowing, one cup or a pour at a time. Cheers, and thank you for being part of the journey. Support me on Buy Me a Coffee. So let's talk about Happy, the lowercase brand with the uppercase ambition. I fell in love with Happy probably early last year when it first came out, and we went through it. It was two different kinds. We went through it really quick that I just had to go back and buy this one to do a review of it. It was co-founded by Craig Dubitsky back in 2024, and this guy who basically collects successful brands like Pokemon and yes, your favorite Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., is on the founding roster.
Honestly, when RDJ helps launch your coffee brand, that's a pretty solid flex.
Yeah, pretty solid. Dubitsky said he walked through store aisles full of stale, sad, overly serious, overly expensive coffee brands and thought, what if coffee was just happy? Turns out that the idea hit the $28 billion US coffee market like caffeine hits an empty stomach. Happy's mission, quality, affordability, and a brand that generally makes you feel good.
Happy rolled out with everything from light to dark roast, whole bean, ground, instant packets, K-cups, basically the coffee equivalent to Pokemon evolutions.
And don't forget the ready-to-drink cold brews, flavors like Tahitian vanilla and salted caramel, and currently a Texas Costco exclusive, which is just rude to the rest of you guys. But what we're tasting today is the magnificent medium roast. It's 100% Arabica beans from Brazil and Colombia. Amazon calls it seriously delicious with notes of berries, chocolate, and optimism.
Wait, optimism is a tasting note?
It is for this one. At this point, I'm going to take anything that gets me through that Monday. It's slow roasted, recyclable, and refillable packaging. These packages are great. They stack nicely. It's thoughtful sourcing and it's got all the works. And this roast isn't just tasty. It's award-winning. Good Housekeeping tasters described it as a berry forward, bright, fruity, even citrusy. And one tester said, I can see why it's called Happy.
It's basically coffee with a personality.
Right. And the brand backs up its positivity. Happy partnered with NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, giving them equity to support mental health awareness in families in need. And that's not marketing fluff. That's just a real stake in making a real impact. So let's go ahead and get this going. I used a press pot, which I'm not really great at press pots. So sometimes I get them right. In fact, you and I were talking about how much coffee I should put in here and how much. I know the basics of a press pot, and I have two of them. But we'll see how this goes. And I do have a video that's pre-Andy, maybe post-Andy too, the other Andy. That talks about the different mechanisms of making from drip pot, press pot, pour over, instant, the whole works. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a taste. And It's, first of all, it's very almost chocolate. It's not very black. It's more chocolatey, brownish. To me, this is a bold, right? Yeah, it says, yeah. No, it's a medium roast. It is a very medium kind of light flavor.
Yeah.
Kind of the coffee I like. We have a difference in the house. We actually have two coffee makers. One's black and one's white. The white one's mine. And I usually do decaf in it because I've been trying to quit caffeine. I only drink whiskey and water and decaf coffee. But my wife is the black one, and she likes a much darker roast and much heavier roast than I do. In fact, when she makes coffee, she always buys dark, heavy roast and then puts it on the bold flavor button. So it's a lot slower. And that's a little too much for me. So when I drink her coffee, I have to add a little creamer. And I'm Navy. We drink like sludge. But this is very light, very nice. It's probably why I fell in love with Happy. But go ahead and hit them with a quick breakdown of what this is.
All right. Founded by Craig Nowitzki and Robert Downey Jr., year launch was 2024. From whole beans, ground, instant K-cups. Tasting notes, very forward, fruity, balanced, chocolatey finish. Origin from Brazil and Colombia, Arabica style roast. Slow roasted, awards winning. It's been awarded the Good Housekeeping packaging, recyclable, refillable. Don't know what that word is. RIAS. RIAS sustainability, verified social cause, equity partner. Why did you do this to me?
Well, I know that. You're the new guys.
Equity partnership with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness.
So if you don't know about coffee, coffee has some very strict kind of regulations on how it's done. And you have basically, you know how you have free range chicken, organic chicken stuff. It's kind of the same way, and it's called free trade. And so it's very, it's not that it's regulated, but there's very specific categories that people look for in coffee. They want to make sure that it fits. I really don't know how to explain it other than, you know, when you're buying a diamond, you're looking for a regulated diamond versus a blood diamond. Mm-hmm. And that's what coffee's like. And this has hit everything that the free trade is looking for. And with their partnership with NAMI is just, to me, yeah, there's certain people, and Robert Downey Jr. obviously is involved in this with the NAMI. And NAMI's kind of important to me, being a ex-school teacher. You know, mental health is a really big issue. You just want those kind of, that partnership and just, I think that's what makes Happy so happy. I like them. So here's the big takeaway. Happy Coffee Medium Roast brings a celebrity sparkle with Robert Downey Jr. It's thoughtful sourcing and a flavor profile that's bright and uplifting. And I love this as more of a morning coffee than an evening coffee, especially since I don't drink decaf. I drink regular. I don't need that pick-me-up. But it just really gives me a great boost.
Honestly, it tastes like someone put pep in the roaster.
Yeah. If you want a medium roast that's smooth, fruity, and built on real purpose, this one's a solid pick. It's a premium taste without the premium attitude. I believe the price is between $8 and $14, which might be a little much for this size package, but I like the trade-off. All right, folks, that's a wrap of our Happy Coffee Medium Roast review. Let us know if you've tried it or what you think about it. What's your favorite coffee? You guys have been asking for more coffee episodes, and I know it's been a long time since I did a coffee episode. We actually did one that should have come out before this one, but we were having sound issues, and we finished the coffee, so now I have to go rebuy it, and we'll come out with that. But let us know your favorite coffees, and tell us what you think about Happy. So, cheers, everybody.
Green.
Yeah.